Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. In this video we just want to take a look at the Bitcoin chart at the shorter time frame. To be honest, not much has happened, but I know how many of you are just appreciating a quick update in between, even if the price hasn't moved a lot. So around 40,000 people here on this channel need their daily dose of Bitcoin. I know, of course, I don't get 40,000 clicks for a Bitcoin video, but nevertheless, I know there are quite a few people who like these updates, even if not a lot of is happening. But of course, I'll still try to keep you informed here. Before we start with Bitcoin, I wanted to have a look at the Fear and Greed Index that you can find on lookintobitcoin.com. We are still sitting at 22. Nothing has changed. Yeah, I think a couple of days ago we looked at the Fear and Greed Index and it was also at 22. And if we zoom in, you can see that, that there isn't really a lot of movement here in this Fear and Greed Index. So it hasn't moved for a couple of days. And it is still in extreme fear. Yeah, a few days ago we were in fear. So, it is extremely difficult in the market now. It's a very difficult market environment. And I think the market itself doesn't really know what it's doing at the moment. Generally, what I wanted to point your attention towards is this 2-year MA multiplier. I think we haven't really talked about this moving average multiplier. It is another indicator on lookintobitcoin.com that is quite useful historically. It just shows here in green. So you see here in blue the Bitcoin price, okay? And in green you can see the 2-year moving average. And in red you can see the 2-year moving average multiplied with 5. So in the end it is just another indicator that is typically flagging up when you can identify, or when you have a blow off top. Blow off tops, those would be these instances where you moved beyond that 2-year moving average multiplied with 5. You can see those red peaks here. Based on this indicator, we so far had in the history of Bitcoin 4 major peaks. And then you can find these areas in green here below the green line, below the 2-year moving average. And these were really those historically fantastic opportunities. When you bought Bitcoin here during these phases, then you made a lot of money, right? And we had 1, 2, 3, 4 instances so far here as well. As you can see at the moment in 2021, as per this indicator, we didn't have a blow off top, and also we haven't really yet come below this green line. And that means from my point of view, by the way, this green line is at 32,300 at the moment. That means from my point of view that there is still further room to the downside. Absolutely. Yeah. And you can see that historically we have moved below the green line. So that would take us perfectly into my primary price target for Bitcoin and my primary expectation, which would still be that we get into this yellow target range here between 20 and 29K. That is this one. To the upside, we have, in case we break out of this ascending triangle, and that would be above. There are two, it's pretty much a zone ranging from 44.5 to 46.5K. If you break out of that zone, then you are going to see this area between 55 and 65K. However, my expectation would be that we go here and then come down. I did explain it all in detail in the previous videos, but for everybody who's new on the channel, that is my expectation. And I'm sure in the future videos I will explain that again. But that would be the alternative scenario. The primary scenario is still that we break to the downside out of that triangle and complete here this wave 2 or smaller degree wave 5, within this ABC correction. And that target area here is between 20 and 29K. And that would be perfectly in line with this 2-year moving average tool, or not tool, but indicator. So if we take a look at Bitcoin, to be honest, not much has happened since my last update, as I said, but maybe we take a look at the shorter time frame. We are still below 40K. We're still below this ascending support line, but within this one, we are basically in this ascending triangle here. We've got these resistance levels here on the chart. So next resistance would be that 39.7K level. If we break that, then I think we can fairly quickly get to the next one at 42.5K. Very, very easily probably. And if you move above that, then you can get to the 44.5K. So these are sort of the levels that if you see that 39.7K break, there can be a lot of volatility. Similar to what we had here. When that level was broken, we saw a huge pump here, here and here, and back in end of January we saw a huge drop. Okay, so this is pretty much that zone which is avoided really. So you have when we broke it here end of January, we rushed through it. Here we moved above to the upside. Here we moved to the downside very quickly. Here up, down, and yeah, it seems to be a zone in which nobody wants to be really, between 39.7 and 42.5K. However, if we can't do that, then I'm pretty certain that we are going to break out of this ascending triangle, and if we do that, that will take us closer here to the yellow target area. That is what I primarily still expect and have to expect, because we are still in a downtrend. We have come from a downtrend, and the logical step for me would be that we have not completed the downtrend yet, based on the Elliott Wave count, based on the indicators as well, and therefore we're still below the 50-day moving average, by the way, and therefore I just have to assume that this is the primary expectation. However, I do not think it's very unrealistic that we break here out of that triangle to the upside, and in this scenario we know what we're doing. We are going here and then come down. Yeah, so this would not be a sustainable break to the upside. However, I would open a long position if we get a breakout. That would be a short-term long position, trading position. Until then, all that I'm doing is, if I buy Bitcoin now, it is really just for my really long-term HODL portfolio, that I see completely separate to my shorter trading portfolio. Or if I buy at the moment within this triangle, it would be for my either for my long-term HODL portfolio or for my swing trading portfolio, where I take the larger swing trades. But this can really, for example, I would take then some profits in this green area because I started to dollar cost average in below 40K. Haven't really decided yet what I'll do with this, but certainly that short-term trading position that I would open if we break out of this ascending triangle, then I would take profit here in this green area. There are 3 fib levels here at 55, 61, and 65K, and here I would take profits step by step. Yeah, that's pretty much the update about Bitcoin. Really can't tell you any more. Nothing new, but still wanted to give you that update here. Yeah, that's my view. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment as well for the algorithm. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. You can do that on my website or here on YouTube, and you can get access to the Discord server, the Telegram live chat with a lot of up-to-date news and stuff I don't really necessarily mention here in the updates. And tomorrow there's a live stream. Every week there's a live stream as well. Tomorrow we want to talk about portfolio management, which a lot of people have requested. So we're going to take a look at that tomorrow. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.